Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the podcast where we dive into the world of sports and bring you the most thought-provoking analysis and discussions. I'm your host, Howard, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. As we begin this episode, let's talk about a story that's been making waves in the baseball world. Marcell Ozuna, the veteran slugger, is being eyed by several teams as a potential game-changer for their lineups. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ozuna has had his ups and downs throughout his career, but there's no denying the man can hit. And when he's on, he's a force to be reckoned with. The question is, which team will ultimately land him? The Texas Rangers, Cincinnati Reds, and Pittsburgh Pirates are all said to be interested, each with their own reasons why Ozuna would be a great fit. The Rangers, for instance, have a talented roster that's just 2 seasons removed from winning the World Series. Adding Ozuna to the mix could provide the offensive clarity they need to make a deep playoff run. Meanwhile, the Reds are looking to capitalize on their young core and make some noise in the National League. Ozuna's bat would undoubtedly be a significant boost to their lineup. And then there's the Pirates, who are still rebuilding but see Ozuna as a potential veteran presence to help guide their young players. It's an interesting dynamic, folks, and one that could have significant implications for the upcoming season. As we explore this story further, it's clear that Ozuna's decision will be a pivotal moment in the offseason. Will he choose to join a team on the cusp of contention, or will he opt for a rebuilding project with plenty of upside? The answer, much like Ozuna's powerful swing, remains to be seen. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, folks. We're diving into a critical discussion about player safety in the National Football League. The NFL has announced that it's considering making certain player safety-related violations reviewable, even if they're missed by officials on the field. This is a significant development, and I'm excited to break it down for you. Now, let's get into the details. The league is looking at making penalties such as grabbing the face mask, unnecessary roughness, roughing the passer, and hip-drop tackles subject to review. As Don Aponte, the NFL head of football operations, noted, "We would like to introduce all and any opportunity and options for either putting a flag on the field or any way to try to address this in game." This is music to my ears, folks, because we all know that player safety should be the top priority. But here's the thing. This isn't just about reviewing plays. It's about changing the culture of the game. As Jeff Miller, the NFL Executive Vice President in charge of player safety, said, "We need to decrease to the extent we can, or improve safety, and one of the ways is to address what happens on field." That's a bold statement, and I applaud the league for taking this step. Now, let's talk about some numbers. The league issued 30 fines for hip-drop tackles last season, which put players in danger of sustaining severe knee and ankle injuries. And get this, officials threw just 2 flags for that tackle, and 1 was an incorrect call. That's unacceptable, folks. We need to do better, and then there's the issue of concussions on kickoffs. The numbers are startling. 35 concussions on kickoffs in 2025 compared to 80 years ago. But here's the thing. The league is encouraged that the concussion rate is lower than previous seasons, despite the increased number of returns. As Dr. Turnefue A. Alan Sills, the league's chief medical officer, said, "We are on an unending and relentless quest to get the head out of the game." I couldn't agree more. But what about the face mask? Miller estimated that half of concussions come from blows to the face mask. That's a staggering statistic, folks. We need to take a closer look at how we can protect players from these types of injuries. In conclusion, this is a critical moment for the NFL. The league is taking steps to address player safety, and I commend them for it. But there's still more work to be done. As we move forward, let's keep the conversation going about how we can make the game safer for all players. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. As we wrap up today's show, I'd like to dive into the latest news from the NFL. With Super Bowl week just around the corner, all eyes are on the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks as they prepare to face off in the big game. But for the Patriots, there's a bit of a wrinkle in their preparations. Quarterback Drake May has missed practice due to an illness. According to reports, May was not spotted during the limited period at the beginning of workouts that is open to reporters, and coach Mike Vrabel confirmed that he sat out due to the illness. This comes just a day after May was a limited participant in practice with a shoulder injury. While Vrabel says he's not concerned about May's availability going forward, it's definitely something to keep an eye on as we head into the Super Bowl. The Patriots are set to head to Santa Clara, California for the start of Super Bowl week, and May has said that his focus is on being ready to go in time for the big game. As he put it, "I'm feeling good and looking forward to being ready to go." This is the game you dream of playing, so looking forward to getting out there and playing in the Super Bowl. It's going to be an exciting matchup, folks, and I'm eager to see how it all plays out. Will the Patriots be able to overcome their quarterback's illness and take home the win? Or will the Seahawks come out on top? We'll just have to tune in and find out. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep your head in the game.